Let's bring in our Mets analyst, Jim Duquette, former Mets GM as well. And you were the assistant GM in Flushing in 2002, the last time there was significant ownership change. Jim, what are the agendas for Steve Cohen and Sandy Alderson when it comes to the internal structure of the organization?
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Yeah, I'll tell you, when we were there wasn't a lot of change back in 2002. It was rather seamless because Wilpons were already part owners. And so now they were taking over full control. This is completely different. Sandy's coming from outside of the organization. There's still some people within the organization that he knows and they're still there. But there's been overall, it's been over a couple of years. There have been new additions and new people there that Sandy's going to have to evaluate. He's going to want to bring in his own people. The last time he brought in Paul DePodesta and J.P. Ricciardi. DePodesta not likely to come back, maybe with J.P. Ricciardi. But there's going to be an improvement in an additional couple of upper-level baseball executives to help make the decisions, both short-term and some of the long-term infrastructure decisions, like evaluating their player development, evaluating their scouting, amateur scouting, international scouting, their analytics. There's a lot to it, and I think it's going to take some time before they get it the way they want it.
Right. It's going to be a long process, not something that is a sprint. It's a marathon. Now, fans want to talk about the free agent names available. Is Steve Cohen at an advantage because of the financial state of the game, or a disadvantage due to time? Because technically, he's still not an owner yet.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the main thing that I would look at with Steve is he's coming in a circumstance in the industry overall where, from general managers I've spoken to around the game, the majority of teams are going to cut their payrolls around 20 to 30% this winter. There's not many teams, maybe 4 or 5, that are willing to add payroll this year. And I think the Mets are certainly one of them. So when it comes to the majority of players that are out there and the quality of players, there's going to be more of those as well. And they're not going to be able to they're going to try to ask for more money and high price tags, but I don't think they're going to get it because the bidding isn't going to be quite nearly as high as a normal free agent market. So I think it's actually going to be an advantage to Steve Cohen and to Sandy Alderson. They'll be able to get better deals on free agents. The pitching won't cost nearly as much, while starting and relief pitching. So I think overall, even though it's not ideal in terms of the timing with everything going on with the virus, I do think the timing will be good in terms of trying to upgrade at a reduced cost.